What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody in the building. If you are here and you can hear me clearly, please put a number 1 in the chat. Please put a number 1 in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly before we get into today's show. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly, family, before we start today's show. Okay. I see some people can hear me. I need a couple of more ones. Need a few more people. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. A few more people. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. And then we're going to get into today's show. Shout out to everybody in the building, by the way. I need to know if some more of y'all can hear me before we get into the show. Great. That's what's up. Shout out to y'all. Of course, welcome back to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everybody in the building. Salute to all the visionaries. Y'all do me a favor and make sure y'all hit that like button. And we're going to get into today's show. Hit that like button and share the show. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and share the show, y'all. We're going to get into it today. Hit that like button, share today's show. I'm going to give some shout outs in a minute while you guys do that. First of all, we got to shout out our sponsors. Shout out to Alpha Juice Co. Fellas, if y'all want to know the juices that I be drinking on the show, it is, my favorite is Late Night Text and also Different Strokes, as y'all know, for different folks. But if y'all would like to get in tune with that, just hit the link down in the description box. Hit that link down in the description box. If y'all would like to try what it is y'all see me drinking here on the shows, hit the link, use my promo code DS1Ross at your checkout to get a discount off on your purchase. Shout out to everyone who shows support. Salute to all the visionaries in the building, man. Shout out to all the new members. Shout out to everyone who's been joining the channel. Shout out to all the new subscribers. I appreciate all the love and the support. We are going to get into another great show today. I'm going to see who's in the building, and then we're going to get into it because we got to talk about this today. So let's see who's in the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button and share the show. Shout out to Miss Garnetta Brown in the building. She says, happy to be back. Shout out to you. It's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute. Miss Garnetta Brown, shout out to you. Oh, yeah. Do me a favor and answer the poll, guys. Everyone that's in the chat, everyone that's listening, even if you're listening from the clouds, do me a favor and answer the poll. I appreciate it. Shout out to Miss Shaw Newsom in the building. Salute to you. Good to see you. Shout out to my man Bob. What's good, Bob? What's good? Shout out to Dion in the building. Salute. What's up, Alexis? Salute to my brother, the Black Man's Heart Podcast. Salute, my brother. Salute. Yusef G. What's going on, Yusef? Let's see who else in the building. The other Alexis. What's up, Alexis? Alexis, number 2. Shout out to you. What's good, Daryl? Shout out to you. Good to see you, Miss Raven. Shout out to you, sweetheart. Shout out to you in the building. Glad you was able to make it. You said all the above. Some of y'all say all the above. Okay, okay. We're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it. I should have made that an option, but full circle. What's up, full circle? Because I'm seeing a couple of y'all saying all the above. But y'all see today's show. Modern day marriages are jacked up for these reasons. We're going to get into it today. We're going to get into it. You know, because Disciple of Sounds, salute, salute. What's going on, Disciple of Sounds? I appreciate that. I appreciate your support. Much love. I'm glad you was able to catch me live, man. You might have to, unring the bell and then ring it again. You know, sometimes it do that. So you might have to turn all the notifications off and then turn them back on, and then you'll catch me live. What's up, Mrs. Queen Snow Bunny? What's going on? What's going on? So, y'all see today's show. Modern day marriages are jacked up for these reasons. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because, as y'all know, the other day I did a show, and shout out to everybody. Shout out to everyone who supported. And on that show, and y'all can go back and check it out. But on that show, I played a clip of Young Jock and his wife. And a lot was shown in that clip about their marriage and what really goes on. You see? And as y'all can tell, if y'all saw the clip, if y'all saw the show, right? What's up, Classy Creole? What's going on? And as y'all can see, his wife was trying to like put it all out there. And that is what prompted me to do this show. Because I noticed there's a lot of conversations about marriage, about why modern day marriages don't work, why, most of us shouldn't even attempt marriage, assume marriage. Marriage is a farce, marriage is a failure, and, all of these types of things, right? What's good, Mark? And I was like, sometimes I just sit back and I just listen to what's being put out on the airwaves for people to digest. And I'm like, man, this is crazy, because if we really was to just sit down and have the conversation from a more intimate place, from more of a sincere place, let's take our egos off. What's up, ES? Yes, everything is much better with me today. Had a few setbacks earlier, but I'm good. Shout out to you, ES. I appreciate it. And I'm like, if we just sit down and really have the conversation honestly and take all the bullshit off the table. This is why I asked the question. I posed the question in the poll, excuse me, because I want to know, like, what do people think marriage is? What is marriage? I want to know, like, what is marriage to most people? Because when I was young, married people you didn't really know what married people really went through like that. You didn't have the inside scoop on what went on in marriages like that. You know? And I think that is one of the first reasons why marriages are jacked up today and why a lot of us don't assume marriage today, because there is not a level of privacy or secrecy among the two. That's number one. To me, that's the first reason. The mystique of marriage is gone. See, there was a time where you respected marriage because you really didn't know, unless you grew up in that, you really didn't know what that was. And you didn't really see the problems. You understand? Now, I'm not sitting here saying that, we should just hide and pretend. No, I'm not saying that. But there's a level of privacy and exclusivity that should be in a marriage. That is now gone. Guys freely sit around and talk about their wives. Like, freely talk about their wives. Like, how their wives perform in the bedroom sexually. If their wives can't cook or not. Like, men just talk about this type of shit out in the open. When I was young, we didn't hear this shit. And it's the same thing with the women. These women are freely getting on social media saying what they don't like about their husbands, saying where their husbands lack. Oh, my husband need to make more money. What's good, B Mays? Salute. This is what's going on. There's no more privacy. You see? Nobody should know. My homeboys shouldn't know how my wife be throwing it back. Your homegirls shouldn't know how I'm packing. See, you wonder how infidelity starts? See, because a lot of y'all picked infidelity. Y'all, you wonder how your husband end up smashing your sister? We're going to talk about this today. Y'all hit the like button. We're going to talk about this. Because a lot of this shit comes from y'all not respecting the privacy of y'all relationship and y'all marriage. Because marriage is no longer private. Because how we celebrate divorce and how the divorcees put all their fucking business out, and we turn that to reality TV. It's called The Real Housewives. Yeah. Now it's normal for women to get, yeah, my husband got a little dick. Yeah, my husband hung like a horse. But then you wonder how he ended up smashing your sister. Because you told your sister how your husband is holding. You told your homegirls, right, how he be grand slamming your ass at night. Y'all think this shit is cute and cool. The next thing you know, she checking for your husband. And then what do y'all say? Oh, well, he not supposed to do it. No, first thing you were supposed to do was keep your mouth shut, because your girlfriend or your sister wouldn't have been worrying about my dick if you wouldn't have brought it up, because you're my wife. Learn how to keep your mouth shut. You see? Stop volunteering information, trying to be cute. Because now she want to see how big it is. Now, and then after she see how big it is, she want to feel it. And then it's his fault when he let her feel it, right? It's his fault. So you never acknowledge how you even created that situation. See? And then you wonder why the marriage goes to shit. Then you find out not only did he smash your homegirl, but he smashed your sister, and he might have smashed your mama, because you running your mouth. Oh, he holding. Oh, he be killing me. Uh-huh. You forgot your mama ain't got no man, right? You forgot your mama tired of that old nigga she with, right? And then you going off running your mouth, thinking she not going to be a woman. See, we're going to talk about this today. We're going to talk about this. Thinking she not going to be a woman. See, y'all love talking about a man going to be a man. Yup, but let's talk about a woman being a woman. And when she find out it's a nigga walking around her house holding, oh, she ain't going to try to go get it because you're my daughter's husband. Oh, really? Oh, really? Let's talk about this. You wonder how it happens? You wonder how it happened? Oh, he just a dog, right? No, you ran your mouth. That's what you did. You went and told all your cousins at the family reunion how he be banging your back out. Then he start hitting all your cousins. But he a dog. But you ran your mouth. Women gonna be women and men gonna be men, right? See, don't forget to add that part. Don't forget that women gonna be women and they gonna go get some dick. See, don't exclude that. See, when you're talking about men being men, don't forget women being women and they gonna go get some dick. Even if it's your man's. See, don't forget to add that, ladies. We're gonna talk about this today. We're going to talk about this because we're going to talk about why y'all don't want to be married and all that type of shit. Because number one, there's no exclusivity. There's no more privacy. You run around talking about your husband like you in goddamn high school. Then you wonder why everybody want him. He's supposed to have control. Right? So you throw all these women in his lap, but he's supposed to have control. Control. He ain't Janet Jackson. Control. Huh? Let's talk about this. Hey, Ed Mills. Running your mouth. You men do it too. See, don't think I ain't gonna get to y'all. We do it too. We do it too. And then you wonder why you find out that your homeboy done sent your wife a dick pic. Oh, you wonder how? Because you can't stop talking about how she do her thing. You dudes do it too. You do a lot of this. Thinking that dudes gonna hold it down. No, they gonna looking like, oh, word. And the first thing in their mind, they like, oh, I want to see that. I want to see that. I want to try that. Most guys, and what do most guys do? Let's keep it 100. What do most guys do? And when they trying to sneak and slide, what they gonna do? They're gonna offer that bread. They're gonna offer that money. I'm saying, no, what's up? He ain't gotta know. Head go 1,000. Head go a rack. We could keep this between me and you. Every time you pull up, I got 500 for you. Head go 1,000 right now. Tell me niggas don't do that. Hit the like button if niggas don't do that. To get your girl to be smashing your wife. They don't care about the money. They want to smash. They don't care about the money. But you know how this happens? You run in your mouth. You run in your mouth. You done told your homeboy, right? You done told your homeboy how you and your wife done had all these threesomes. Yeah, you know, because every time we go on our trips, we have threesomes. He be sitting there like, word? What? For real? This is what y'all do. What's good, Bucket? This is what y'all be doing. Because there's no privacy anymore. Marriage is not respected in that manner. Yes, dudes do it, Raven. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I've had dudes come and tell me. Yes, they run their mouth. Yes, she likes this. We do this. We go over here and do that. Yes. Yes, love. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Just like the women do it. Just like the women do it. There is no more exclusivity. Marriage is supposed to be a sacred bond. It's a sacred bond. So that means the world only know what we want them to know. You see? This is why you found out that Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce on the Lemonade album. This was when you found out. This is when you knew. Because they are married and their marriage is sacred. So when we bring this to the world, it's going to be constructed in a way that we want the people to receive it. Because nobody needs to know what really went on. But if y'all need to know, we're going to capitalize off us revealing our business. You see? This is what Jay and Beyonce did. They encapsulated a real situation, put it in art form, and gave it to y'all. And he said, yeah, baby, we gonna feed these women infidelity. We gonna make the women think I'm not shit. You see? Because they're married. That shit was already fixed before the album came out. Before we knew, that shit was already patched up and done away with. See, because that's how a marriage is. That's what a marriage is supposed to be. There's supposed to be a level of exclusivity and privacy that nobody knows, not even their mothers and their fathers and their children. There are certain things that the children are never supposed to understand until they get into a marriage. Then they'll be like, oh, well, damn, that's why I never understood this, that, and that, and that, and that. You see? Because it's sacred. It's supposed to be sacred. And marriage is no longer looked at that way because of the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Potomac and all that other bullshit where you got people up there telling all they goddamn sacred business. You see? This is what you got. So that's one of the first reasons. That's one of the first reasons right there. Shout out to the underrated darkness. Salute, my brother. That right there. That's one of the first reasons. Seven Holiday. What's good, Seven Holiday? What's good, Maybach? That's one of the first reasons. Right there. Raven says, marriage is now made a mockery of. It has also been weaponized. Yes. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. And we're going to actually, I'm glad you said that, Raven, because that segues right into my next point, which is the next reason why modern day marriages are jacked up and everybody's against marriage is because marriage is now, or relationships in general, are considered give and take. Do y'all agree with that? Sound off in the chat room. Let me know. Do y'all agree with relationships being give and take? Sound off in the chat room. Y'all let me know. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all hit the like button and share the show. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Shout out to everybody in the clouds. Hit the like button and share the show. And sound off in the chat room. Let me know. Do y'all think relationships, marriages, do y'all feel that it's give and take? We're going to talk about this today. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat room. Darryl Richardson says, I'm jaded. Maybach says, yeah. Yup. It's give and take. Y'all think relationships are give and take? Are relationships give and take? Is it all about giving and taking? We won't talk about this. I want to know. I want to know what y'all think. Maybach says ROI, return on your investment, definitely give and take. Darryl Richardson says, I'm taking. Bucket says, yep, supposed to be. Raven says they're not, but that's what they've been reduced to. Now, Raven, you're exactly right. And everyone is right. No one is wrong. You know why? Because it goes back to what we were taught. See, a lot of us were taught that relationships are give and take. A lot of us were taught that life itself, that people in life and everything about life is give and take. So nobody's wrong in this situation. I wasn't looking for a right or wrong answer. I was looking for y'all perspective. Now, here's mine. I understand why y'all said it's give and take. I used to think like that as well. But no, life itself and relationships is not about give and take. Because you know what that turns into? And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Or just let me know if y'all agree. If there's a giver and a taker, then there's predator and prey. Right? Right? Then doesn't that denote the relationship being predator and prey? You see? You see? Now there's a predator and and prey. Then this creates the dichotomy of the fighting and the competition. The competition and the fighting is for control. It's to fight to be the what? The predator and not the prey. See? This is why you said, my brother in the chat, you're going to be the taker. You see? When biologically men are givers and women are receivers. So it's not about give and take. A woman is not supposed to take anything. She's supposed to receive it. You're not supposed to take anything. It's a give and receive. This is why marriages are fucked up. Y'all think it's about giving and taking. No, it's about give and receive. That's a more harmonious cycle of energy in the relationship. When there's a giver and a taker, there's somebody who's always going to feel slighted. And it's usually the one who gives the most. Because then they're going to feel like, being that I'm not a taker, I'm not receiving enough. See? And this is what a lot of marriages is. Give and take. So somebody's neglected. Somebody feels neglected. Somebody feels slighted. No, it's about give and receive. Your woman gives, you give your woman. It's give and receive, not give and take. Nobody shouldn't be looking to take anything, take up anybody's time, take up none of that. None of that. None of that. You see? This is what we're dealing with today. This is why modern day marriages are jacked up. There's always somebody, there's always a giver and a taker. Look at the thumbnail. There's a giver and a taker. Kim Kardashian is a taker. Kanye West is a giver and a taker. Do you wonder why Kanye West is dealing with mental health issues? You wonder why a lot of us brothers are dealing with mental health issues, because we're surrounding ourselves with takers and not receivers. This is why we feel neglected and unappreciated for everything that we do for people, brothers, because we're surrounding ourselves with takers. The women we decide to deal with are takers. They're not receivers. They don't know how to receive a man. They don't know how to receive a man who shows up as a husband, who has the qualities of a husband. They don't know how to receive that. So what do? They misuse it and abuse it. Those are takers. Those are takers. Nigga, what you got? Bye. Those are takers. See? Marriage has become parasitic today. You got two parasites. Two people looking to suck the life out of each other just to say that they've got something out of life. This is what marriage has become today. And we're not seeing this. We're still dressing it up and trying to be cute. And we're destroying each other's lives. This is what's going on. Lives are being destroyed. While we trying to be cute, calling it something else. No, let's call it what it is. There's no givers and takers. That's why the relationship is toxic. You ever thought about that? Because you're so used to taking. You're so used to taking from that woman. That woman is so used to taking from you. She don't even know how to receive who you are to her. She don't know how to receive who you are. It's foreign. She was never able to receive a man. She don't know what that's like. So she receives gifts. So she takes his money. This is why everybody end up miserable. This is why still, even in 2022, you still got gender-based conflict content. This is why. This is why. And then instead of us having the conversation about what's really jacked up, we want to just say marriage is jacked up. We want to just throw it all out. Because we don't want to heal. See that? We don't want to focus on healing. We want to try to fix everybody else. We want to try to make everybody else good for us. No, make sure you good for somebody. Make sure you're good for somebody. That somebody should be yourself first. You see? See, because that's how you start that whole toxic cycle of give and take. Then you start feeling like, oh, well, I'm not being appreciated for all that I've done. This is what I'm talking about today. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit the like button and share the show. See? Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. That's give and take. Those women are takers. They're takers. Look at their mother. Look at the young girls. Look at Kylie. Kylie is now with who? ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky is now indebted to her. He has to sit back and allow her to take whatever she wants from him. You know why? Because she's the one who cleaned up that mess for him that went on at that concert. That's why you don't hear it in the media anymore. Her Kardashian card, give, now she's back to take. See that? Now she here to collect. ASAP, you're indebted to her. Fellas, you want to know how you feel indebted to your woman? Ladies, you want to know how you feel indebted to that man? It's a give and take situation. It's a give and take situation. It's a give and take situation. Nobody's properly receiving each other. It's give and take. I need help with the bills. So it's give and take. So you don't see that man for what he do and who he is. It's just you need help with these bills. See how this works? See how this works, fellas? That man could never see what you really bring to his household, right? Because he just looks at you as, oh, hi, I'm home. Where's my food? Leave me alone. It's like you become part of the background to this man. You become one of the pets. He walk in the house and speak to all the pets. Then he go and close his door. Don't come talk to me. Give and take. This is what's destroying these marriages. This is why people are saying marriage is jacked up. Because this is what it's about. This is what it's about. She's no longer your wife. She's your goddamn home attendant, nigga. She's not your wife. She's your home attendant. This is why y'all be so mean to them and so grouchy. Do you wonder why they call in Big Mike? You see? This is how this happens. Because you think it's all about give and take. Well, I don't know why she got an attitude. I pay all these bills around here. She don't got to pay for nothing. She don't got to worry about nothing. When I die, she gonna get half of this shit anyway. Nigga, that don't mean she happy. You ever thought about that? Give and take. That's all on your mind. Because she gonna take most of this shit anyway. Shit, she'll get over my attitude. Isn't this the shit that you hear right here on YouTube from these men? She gonna take it anyway. Well, why I can't be mad? See that? Give and take. That's not a marriage. That's toxicity. That's not building a family. That's building more generational trauma. That's what that is. But if we don't never recognize this, what do? We keep replicating it. We keep replicating it because we think, well, this is just how the cookie gonna crumble. See, we can't operate like that and then tell our children, oh, well, you know, your life is what you make it. Really? Really? You see what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all hit the like button and share the show. You see what I'm saying? Junior Ali, salute my brother. What's good, UFO? You see? Raven says spiritual leeching can ruin a human's quality of life. It's if steps aren't taken to heal. Facts. Facts. And Mills says, I'm naturally a giver, so I have to be careful. There's a lot of users out here. Yes, it is. It is. It is. Daryl says, I said I'm jaded. Yeah, you did. UFO says, taking her demonic sexual energy and not realizing it for what it is. Tragic. Yeah, there are. There are a lot of users out here. And users are what? What are users called? What do we consider users or people who misuse you? What do we call them? Selfish, right? Takers. These are your takers. These are your takers. The ones who will misuse what you give. Who will show you that what you give is unappreciated. Will show you that you're unappreciated. These are takers. 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 What's good, boot camp? These are takers. You see? And people who are usually takers are people who are not used to receiving. So they feel they have to rob someone else of the opportunity of receiving because they feel like they've been robbed of that opportunity. We have to understand this. And that is not what marriage is about. It isn't. But that's what we think it's about. Well, if I give him some good loving, he gonna take me shopping. He gonna take me wherever I want to go. You see? And the same thing, it's the same thing, vice versa. With the men who deal with women who are takers, who rob you of your time, rob you of your resources. You know, rob you all of the good ideas that you offered. You see? It's not about giving and taking, it's about giving and receiving. If somebody can't receive your gifts, and that first gift is you, if they can't receive that, they shouldn't receive anything else. You shouldn't give anything else. Shouldn't give anything else. You see? Shouldn't give anything else. And don't give anything else. When you find out that a person don't know how to receive who you are, you got to pull back. That's on both ends. Because what you're going to find yourself doing is continuously giving into a dead situation. You see? Damon Harris. What's good, Damon Harris? Raven says, Astaya, Sanskrit word in yoga means non-stealing, to not take anything that has not been freely given, which includes fostering a consciousness of how we are, of how we as for others' time. That's true. Not stealing people's time. You see? So you got to understand these are some of the reasons why modern day marriages are jacked up. And why you got people saying that marriage don't work anymore. It's simply because communication is off. The communication is off. The communication is off because there's no relatability. And the relatability starts with self. It starts with self. Self-realization. What have you realized about yourself in relation to the opposite sex? And be honest about that. And be honest when you're interacting and interfacing with the opposite sex. You see? Because this is how you properly give and receive. You see? This is why there is no receiving in marriages today, because there's no understanding. There's no understanding between the two. The only thing that is agreed upon is that we got to work and pay these bills so we can keep living. A lot of your marriages are really just people who basically have found a way to budget their income a certain way. So a lot of people don't want to get divorced for those reasons. It's give and take. And then y'all develop a bond through that. Then y'all wrap your finances and all of this other shit up into just giving and taking. And then you got people miserable for 40, 50 years. You got 40, 50 years of misery, man. And then you got the next generation saying, man, I don't want to go through that shit. And then you got the next generation being taught, hey, just take. Because if you do it like how grandma did, you're going to be unhappy. This is what's being taught. If you do it how grandpa did, you're going to be unhappy, son. So you go out and you run around with 5 women. You don't commit to nothing. You don't commit to none of them. Why is this? Because take it from your grandpa. These women don't know how to accept, right? Receive. They don't know how to receive a good man. And then you hear it on the woman's side. Girl, just get his money and go, because these niggas ain't shit. Do you see how give and take is developed? Get what you can and go. Tell me we don't hear this in families. Tell me we didn't hear this growing up. The majority of us, especially the melanated ones, the majority of us heard this shit. We were taught this. Give and take. We were taught this. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan, for the super chat. He says, this game of give and take reminds us why there'll never be any honor nor peace amongst thieves, especially those who rob themselves of opportunity to exercise the 4 P's, to learn self-love, defense, and self-esteem. Facts, my brother. Facts. Absolute facts. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan. Appreciate the super chat, bro. You see? This is how this stuff is cultivated in people. See? And then the marriage becomes a game of who can take the most. That's what the marriage becomes. Who can get the most? And we usually know who gets the most. We know who usually gets the most in the end. Shout out to Wax AP. Salute, OG. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Kenneth Nash, salute. See, then we know who gets the most. We know. You see? And then you always hear the story of, well, I should have got this because all the shit I didn't put up with. See? Give and take. I done put up with his shit for 30 years. Give and take. So that's why you deserve the house and all that other shit, because you put up with a bunch of toxic shit. No, how about you deserve all of that shit because you was a good fucking woman? Did you ever think about that? You see how toxic this shit is? Why you deserve all the shit that you got married for because you put up with some shit? That's not what marriage is about. You see how they've gotten us used to this. They've gotten our women used to going through years and years and years of trauma just to get a fucking house and some assets. No, you were supposed to get that because you was that man's wife. That's why. It had nothing to do with the shit you put up with. But see, then that becomes the narrative. Then it's give and take. Then it'd be okay for you to go out and sneak out on your husband. Then it'd be okay for you to go out and sneak out on your wife. You see how this shit happens? Because it's give and take. And in a relationship where it's about give and take, it's a competition on who could take the most or who could feel like they've got the most out of the deal. Because it's not about giving and receiving. And that's what a marriage is supposed to be about, because that is the relationship of man to woman. A giver and a receiver, not a giver and a taker. Not a taker and a giver. Not a receiver and a taker. You see? That's not what this is. But that's what we've been programmed to believe. And this is why we believe today that marriage ain't shit. It ain't shit. It values nothing. The value's nothing. What's good, Zion? Appreciate the super chat, bro. Salute. Appreciate that, big bro. Bucket says they look at toxic and trauma as a badge of honor. Man, that's bad, man. But us men do it too. We do it too. We do it too. We do it too. Because we put ourselves in that position where we become that senseless giver. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan, man. We got to actually do a podcast, bro, on breaking down the types of givers. See, we do this too, brothers, by becoming senseless givers to women who are takers, and vice versa. Women who are senseless givers give to men who are takers. You see? And then we sit here and say, oh, marriage ain't shit. No, you ain't shit. And you ain't planning on ever being better. So you plan on everybody else never being better, always being shitty. So it can confirm in your mind why you like being shitty. No. Let's talk about it. Marriage ain't the problem. The people in it is. And their perspective on life and who they are and how they relate to one another is fucked up. That's why marriage is. You see? It's not because of infidelity, because we all forgive each other for cheating. Let's go ahead and keep it a stack. Men and women. Men forgive their women for cheating, and women forgive us for cheating. Let's just keep it 1,000. And this shit been happening forever because your great-great-grandfather forgave Hattie for going to sleep with Winston up the road. When Hattie right? Your grandfather forgave your grandmama. See, y'all don't think about shit like that. See, a lot of y'all men, y'all don't think about that. Oh, you think your grandmama ain't cheat on your grandfather? You thought those women back then was just so, them women had class. So you didn't know what those women were doing because back then marriage was sacred. So you didn't know that your grandmama liked to get her cheeks clapped. You didn't know that. You didn't know old Hattie liked to get ramrodded. You didn't know that. See, now we know because we got grandmamas on Instagram showing their ass, telling you they like to get rammed. But we didn't know this. So we didn't know that our great-great-grandfathers forgave our great-great-grandmamas for cheating. And a lot of you women don't know that either. See, a lot of y'all women grew up with it in your mind that your grandfathers wasn't shit and all the men wasn't shit. But see, that narrative was created to hide what your great-great-grandmamas was doing and your great aunties to hide what they were doing. See, you grew up thinking that little boy was your cousin and he really your brother. But we ain't gonna talk about that. You see, because marriage was sacred. So you didn't know that she wouldn't have had a baby on your grandfather. You didn't know that. You thought that little boy was your cousin and he really your brother. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. See, but you never heard that. You don't know how them women back in the day was fucking brothers on the regular. So you got two brothers who are actually cousins too. Let's talk about it. You want to talk about it today? Hmm? You want to have a real conversation? Or you want to keep arguing like little mutts? Or you want to have a real conversation and talk about reality? Let's talk about it. You wonder how you get broke, cuz? You wonder how you got that? Because back then, them women was fucking brothers. But you didn't know. You didn't know that. You did not know that. Because marriage was sacred. You see? See? You see? You see? What's up, Just Me? Oh, yeah, you know about old bro, cuz. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. What's up, Hurricane? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. But there was a level of exclusivity and privacy. So even when the man messed up and when the woman messed up, it wasn't broadcasted. She didn't get up there and tell the whole family and tell the world how he ain't shit, how he just lost his job, how we've been struggling the last few months. They don't do that. The women didn't do that. And the men didn't do that to them. See, them men back in the day ain't come out and broadcast how them women was giving them VD. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Huh? Wonder how them old niggas was getting crabs? Huh? Should I shut up, y'all? should I end the stream? I think I might be going too far. Should I end the stream? Y'all put it in the chat room. Should I end the stream? I think I'm about to go. I think it's about to get a little too dark. Should I end the stream? I'm being honest. Should I end the stream? I think it's about to get a little dark. It's about to get dark. And I don't want nobody getting in the comment section, you know, because it's about to get a little dark in here. Should I just end the stream? For real. For real. Because see, y'all want to know how. See, oh my God. See, why do you think a lot of things about Raven says, I just jumped out the shower to tell you no, get dark. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. So why do y'all think, right, for so long, you didn't really hear about a lot that went on about what women were doing? Because the men protected their image. Oh, we're going to talk about this. See, your grandfather didn't come out and tell the world how your grandmama was a hoe. See, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. He didn't tell everybody how your grandmama fucked all his homeboys. Oh no, the young girls just do it now. Oh, these young girls are fast. Oh, where she get it from? She don't just get it from her mama. She don't just get it from her grandmama. She get it from her great-great-grandmama. But the men never did that. The men never came out and did that. Like how men do today. Like how men do today. See, men didn't do that. Mm-mm. You didn't hear about it. You didn't hear. You didn't hear about it. Why do you think you didn't hear about it? Because men respected marriage. And they protected their wives' image. Even if they knew how dirty and nasty she was. See, he didn't go out in the world and broadcast it. See, because there was a level of privacy. And he knew at the end of the day that still was his wife. What's good, Shannon B? Still his wife. So you didn't hear about it. See? Why y'all think now y'all done told me to get dark. Now, why do y'all think when it was discovered that the husband was touching the daughter, you never heard about it? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Why you think you never heard about it? Now, these girls that get on Facebook and air them out. They get right on Facebook and air it out. Go and put it all in groups and everything. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. Yeah, she didn't say nothing because that's her husband who did it. That was her husband who did it. And guess who that fall back on? Her. So we're going to clean this up. We're going to clean this up. This ain't going to never reach the world. Right? Oh, is it getting a little too dark? I'll turn the lights on. I'll turn the lights on. This is why nobody want to get married. See? That's why nobody want to get married. You see? This is why. This is why. You see? Modern day marriages are jacked up. Look what's happening to Kanye West's children. See, y'all forgot that Kanye and Kim is connected to Balenciaga. So you think Kanye's children? You see? See what's going on? See what's going on? And then they use the media to really convince you why you should stay away from marriage. You see? It's because we're not telling the truth no more, man. We're not being honest. And we're not being honest with ourselves first. A lot of us still got these false narratives in our head that we got from the people who we thought was so perfect. We got to check ourselves, man. You got to check ourselves. For real. Modern day marriages are jacked up. For what? Because of money? No, it was never about no real money. Money ain't the problem. It's where the money is being distributed and how it's being distributed. And that is all based on what? The give and take aspect. See? See? A lot of y'all women want y'all men to make all of this money so y'all can go and brag and tell other women. Then you get mad when you find out that he getting some gifts, just to kick a little money out. You wondering why he got caught leaving the hotel with your homegirl. My man getting it. Yeah. She gonna find a way to try to get some. Come on. No exclusivity, no privacy. Because it's all based on what? Give and take, some fake shit. A lot of these relationships and marriages is all based on misuse of people. Trauma bonding and coming together in the name of I need, because you can't go and fulfill your own fucking needs on your own. You can't make sure you secure on your own. See, all of that is based on being an adult. You have to make sure all of that is in place on your own when you become an adult. And a lot of people are coming together just to do that. That has to stop. Because once again, that's give and take. That's give and take. And we got to understand this, man. So I'm not going to go too further. I'm not going to go too much further. I'm not. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. We're going to turn the lights on now. We're going to turn the lights on. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Everyone for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share today's show. Hit that like button and share today's show, man. Next week, we are going to go into the conversation, but we're going to go into it from another perspective. So y'all definitely stay tuned for that. Shout out to everybody in the building. Definitely stay tuned. We definitely got content coming this weekend. Also, if you haven't yet, make sure you follow the Foundational Manhood Podcast channel. Make sure y'all go and follow us on all social media platforms. Make sure you go and follow us on Spotify as well. I just dropped a new episode. We just dropped a new episode on our Spotify channel. Go to Spotify, type in Foundational Manhood. Amazon Music, type in Foundational Manhood. Anywhere that you listen to podcasts, Foundational Manhood Podcast is where you can find me and my brother, the Book of Ronan's podcast, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate everyone for tuning into today's show. Like I said, we will be back next week. Much love to everyone. If you enjoyed today's show and you would like to donate, Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV is where y'all can go. I appreciate all the monetary donations. Shout out to everyone who sent the super chat. Most importantly, I appreciate y'all being here. So do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that share button. If you didn't, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to the sponsors, Alpha Juice Code. Ladies, you know how us fellas like it. So do us a favor and keep it juicy. You could do that by clicking the link in the pinned comment section. Click that link and use my promo code DS1Ross at your checkout to get a discount off on your purchase. Shout out to all the visionaries once again. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everybody, man. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, y'all, we got to heal before we build. We got to heal before we build because we are our own agency. We are our own agency. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.